It is episode 29 of the daily vlog. It's almost been a month since I have started this. A little bit every day consistently builds up. And getting ready to do another show this weekend. So I'm going to talk again today about conventions since we're in the middle of convention season. We're just getting underway. I don't know. Are we ever really out of convention season anymore? Seems like there's one every weekend. So when you first start doing conventions, and you're going to run into this. So you set up, you've got your stuff out, and you get people that come by, and I've had lots of people come by that are kind of socially awkward, or they're just maybe like me, introverts, and I've had my share of going up to a table and having an awkward conversation with somebody you don't know. But I do get people that will apologize. I'm sorry. They're aware that they're awkward when in fact they're really not as awkward as they think they are. But every once in a while you will get somebody that's genuinely either has something going on, whether it's I don't know if it's autism or just there's something that they have a social challenge, right? And usually what happens is they'll come up to your table, and if they see like Transformers, they're into Transformers. They will. I've noticed a pattern. It's like very little. There's no introduction. It's straight into whatever they're into. They're going to tell you all about Transformers and this and that, or it's G.I. Joe or whatever it is. If they see a character somewhere around, they will just unload information on you, and then they'll start telling you it different ways happen. But it's always very detailed, and it kind of catches you off guard. And I've seen people I've seen it from other tables, like watched it happen to other artists, and one of the things that really bugs me is when the artist kind of doesn't shut the people down, but clearly tries to deal with it and it's an awkward situation. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's just very uncomfortable. But when I've seen guys turn completely to the side and put their head down to draw and try to make the person go away through ignoring them. That doesn't work, by the way. But it's rude. Don't do that. So, what I found, that it typically always goes the same way. I found if you just kind of, throw a couple questions out there, let them talk, right? And just say, oh yeah, when they talk about something, you say, oh yeah, that was cool, they start talking about Transformers, right? And so, what do you think of the movies? And just let them talk, like the Michael Bay movies. What I found is after about 2 minutes or so, they'll move on, right? With no need to be rude. So when you're in those situations, just be aware that there's going to be, as an artist behind the table, starting out, there are going to be very awkward conversations. There's also the kind of, so there's different types of people you have to work at your little table, right? Work is kind of maybe not the right word, but you have to work at your table and navigate people. So you've got just the typical fan to come up, they look at your stuff and go on. Then you've got the other extreme where they're like I just described, and they're very fixated on a character or something. And but then you've got like people you kind of know, or even your friends. Your friends are going to be really bad about this if they show up at a show, standing in front of your table just chatting. Okay, so friends of artists, that's the worst spot to stand because you're blocking. The point of being there is you're trying to promote and sell. And if there's people standing there, other people won't stop. So if you're a friend of an artist, try not, there's a little space. If you come around the other side of the table, that's fine. Like for me, if a friend's at a show, I'd rather them come around and hang out behind the table. But I've seen people. I don't know if this is. I'll tip if it's one of my like close friends or people that I know live close by and they're hanging out. I'll just tell them to go away and move. But I have seen people where it's like that you're not super close friends and you're more than acquaintances, but they're very comfortable, but are not aware that they're blocking traffic. So just be aware of that. So that can be kind of a frustrating thing. And then the artist is typically too polite to say, because how do you say, could you not stand in front of my table? I mean, you could say that. But it's just, for some people, that's a confrontational thing they don't want to have. So as a friend of artists and you're hanging out, that's great. Just be aware of how much time you're spending. Like it happens that it tends to be like the artist friend in front of their table becomes the home base, that little area right in front, which is the worst part for the artist, because you will make them lose money. It's just the way it is. And the artist will probably not say anything. Most artists probably will not say anything to you because they're trying to be polite. So there's a little bit of convention etiquette from both sides of the table. This weekend, Knoxville, Tennessee again. I've said this all week. I'll be there, set up. I think I'm at table 601. Artist Alley 601. Yeah. My friend Chris is coming with me. Some of you know Chris. He travels to shows with me a lot. He's a fun guy. I think he's more well known at conventions than I am at this point. So anyway, go make some stuff. I will see you tomorrow when it's episode 30. Wow, that's a month's worth of things. All right. See you then.